Hello, welcome to the coordinate world. Here we have an example from Parabola. It says find the locus of point of intersections of the normals at the end of focal chord of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax. First we will see what is the focal chord. Okay, let's draw the parabola. This is our parabola. Okay, and the focal chord means any chord which passes through focal point is a focal chord. Okay, this chord is focal chord. We have P here, Q here. What it says, find the locus of the point of intersection of the normal at the end of the focal chord, means you draw normal at P and draw a normal at Q. Okay, it will cut at some point, it will intersect at some point. You need to find out the locus of this intersect, means you need to find out the relation between H and K. This is your point R. Okay, and what is given? It is given PQ is a focal chord. That is very important relation. A0 is the focus and PQ is the focal chord. Point P is T1, point Q is T2. Okay, and you better know the relation between T1 and T2 if P and Q are focal chord, means T1 T2 should be -1. Okay, in case PQ is focal chord. We already have one relation. Now we know the equation of normal, means equation of PR. We know the equation of QR. Just write it down. Equation of PR. This should be what? This should be y plus tx is equal to ATQ plus 2AT. Okay, now equation of QR should be y plus T2x. Y is equal to this one is a T1 and T1. This y plus T2x is equal to AT2 cube plus 2AT2. Okay, now you solve this equation for y and x. Actually this PR, this is QR, both PR and QR passing through the point HK. It means both will satisfied by the point HK. Let's assume that I have already put this point here, means instead of y we put K, instead of x we have put H, and here also, and then solve this equation. Okay, first you just find out the difference, then you will get you will get H will be equal to, see here you put K, H here also, means let me write something here. You put K, here you put H, similarly put H over here, K over here, and find out value of H and K. Here if you see, if you just find out the difference between these two equations, means y minus y means k minus k will get cancelled, and here you will get H T1 minus T2, and what you will get, I'm not writing here T1 minus T2 because that will get cancelled. Then what you will get over here you will get T1 cube minus T2 cube, right? T1 cube minus T2 cube plus 2a T1 minus T2 and divided by T1 minus T2. Okay, and now you can take t1 minus t2 common, then value of h would be very simple. Here you will get a t1 square t2 square plus t1 t2. Okay, I guess, yeah, that would be the value, because t1 minus t cube is equal to t1 minus t2 and this one, and plus 2a, and t1 minus t2 will get cancelled, that is h. And what about k? What about k? You multiply here with t2, multiply here with t1, right? Equation, let me write something here, equation 1, equation 2. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is like multiply equation 1 with t2 minus multiply equation 2 from both sides with t1 and subtract it. What you will get? You will get k, right? K, and you will have t1 minus t2 also, right? T2 minus t1 also. You will have t2 minus t1, that I will take here t2 minus t1 here. Okay, now what you will get here, you have t1 cube and t2, t1 cube and t2, and here you have 2a1 t1. Okay, so that 2a1 t1 t2 will get cancelled. You will get a common, t2 t1 cube minus a common, so t2 t2 cube t1. Okay, and t2 minus t1, okay, as it is, that this 2 will get cancelled. What you will get ultimately is like a t1 t2 t1 square minus t2 square. Okay, this is very important relationship, means you got k in terms of, let me write it, in terms of function t1 t2. You got h in terms of function, this function 1 function 2 t1 t2, and you got the relationship between t1 t2 is equal to -1. Then what will happen? It means what you will do, you just put value of t2 in terms of t1 here in this equation. It means that equation will become function of t1 only. This equation will also become function of t1 only. Now you eliminate t1, you will find out relation between k and h. Okay, that is the procedure, that's the normal procedure. You have k f t1, okay, you have h and f means different, f means different function, and then you have a t1 common, then means you eliminate t, you will get relationship between k and h. In other word, you find out t1 value and put it here. That's your problem, and you find out this. Okay, and it's very easy to find out. If you want, if you face any problem, just let me know. In the next lecture I will solve this. Okay, bye.